So my day starts by signing up on Mac very early morning and working till night doing various jobs throughout a day. I'm working as a junior designer and fashion illustrator, and I invest most of my time working on laptop. So having a right laptop for a designer and a design student is very important because it is a long-term investment. I'm using Macbook from past 5 years and I never felt any hard time or any complaint from my laptop. That means that's how supportive my MacBook is. And being a design student, you need to do a multitask job, which may definitely need a good RAM, a good storage, a good graphic card, a good battery, and of course a good processor. But I feel everyone have a different purpose to buy a laptop. As a designer, I work on softwares like Adobe Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, and sometimes I work on 3D softwares like Adobe Dimension. And most of the time I'm working on rendering heavy files on Adobe Premiere Pro. For that, I really need a powerful laptop to handle and digest all my demands. If you're starting your design journey, I'm pretty sure majority of you are going to be into heavy duty softwares. But there are some exceptions, like some of my friends just use laptop for streaming Netflix, making PowerPoint presentation, or making MS Excel sheet, that's it. So for them, having an expensive laptop is not sensible. But for a committed designer who is really serious with their profession, are definitely supposed to buy a very good laptop for them, because there will be so many projects which are going to be futuristic and you need a very high-end processor to render a heavy files on your laptop. For that, you really need a good laptop. When I was doing some research to find out which laptops are the best, there were so many brands and their laptop that I was confused by my choice. So you need to know that specification is more important than brand. And how are you going to use your laptop? Like, what is the purpose of buying a laptop? So if you are into communication design, photography, graphic design, cinematography, of 3D fashion illustration by using 3D softwares like CLO 3D, purchasing a high-end laptop is suitable for you, because along with college, you're going to attract lots of freelance job, which will definitely need a good RAM, a good processor. So as a designer or a new design student, when you go to buy a laptop, demand minimum of 8 gigs of RAM, minimum i5 Intel processor, minimum 4 gigs of graphic card, and 8 to 9 hours of battery life. Then demand minimum 512 or 256 gigs of storage for SSD, or you will get 1 terabyte of HDD storage, of course. So this is what a minimum specs you need for a budget laptop for a design student or a designer. Doing some more research, I found that there are 3 types of laptop series in the market. So the one with bulky, heavy, old-fashioned laptop, which is very slow, very thick, which comes with i3 processor and 4 GB of RAM, are normal computers which will be coming under very low budget. But then there is a second series known as notebook laptops, which are very fast, very strong, very light, and very build quality wise, it's a very interesting laptop. And such laptops are easy to carry, which comes with i5 Intel processor, which is a minimum specification with 8 GB of RAM. These are known as notebook laptops, which are really interesting to use. And then the third one, which are known as ultrabook laptops. These are very strong with power configurations, which comes with 16 gigs to 32 gigs of RAM, which can digest bigger datas and can render everything in a quicker way. So for a designer and a design student, notebook laptops and ultrabook laptops are the right choices. I don't feel to go with those bulky, heavy, old-fashioned laptops because they are very slow. I mean, i3 processor with 4 gigs of RAM are really very slow to fulfill my design assignments and projects. Notebook laptops are currently in trend and in demand by professionals who are in design background. They are very light, have a good battery, have a good storage up to 512 gigs or 256 gigs of SSD storage, or you will get 1 terabyte of HDD. Wait, if you're getting confused with HDD or SSD, just remember SSD storage is very fast to copy and paste as compared to HDD storage. For example, I use 128 gigs of SSD storage on my Mac, which is very less as compared to 512 gigs or 1 terabyte of HDD storage. But till now, I have never faced any problem with my storage capacity, but I keep one PowerBook which is of 4 terabyte of storage for a data, which is pretty secure for me, but I never faced any problem in 128 gigs of storage. So SSD storage is very fast as compared to HDD. That is the reason there are so many brands who are preferring SSD storage, because they are very fast and very good to work with.
So when you check notebook laptops online, you will be able to see the pricing, which literally starts from 65 or 60,000 Indian rupee to it can go still 1 lakh rupee somewhere. So if you think this is really expensive, I would like to tell you that the minimum lower budget laptops which comes with 40,000 or 30,000 are not going to work properly for your design assignments, your design jobs, or any sort of freelance job, because when you do any sort of assignments, that is going to be very slow, and that time you will really regret for your purchase. So when you buy such expensive laptops, the thing is you will really get something great benefit from the expense you have invested on such laptops, because such laptops are never going to give you any sort of drawbacks or something like that. But yes, so when you check out the notebook laptops, when I would like to suggest you never buy it from Amazon or any online websites, because you don't know what sort of products you are going to get. So it's good that you should check out all these laptops online and go and purchase it from the local market, so that you can get a proper demo about your product. So that's the better thing for you. But this is the link which I'm going to deliver in the description. You can go and check out all these laptops which are coming under the segments of notebook laptops. One thing I would like to tell you that when you check out such laptops, the one of the most important thing which you have to take care is the Ultra HD window display, because this is very important for you when you go and check out what is the quality of the display. Because when you do photography, when you do videography sort of job, you really need to take care of the screen display, because that helps you to correct yourself, that helps you to give you a good color correction, color grading. And that is the reason design laptops are just not lower budget laptops. They have to be expensive, because you have to get a proper machine for your need, for your expense, for your thing, because you have to know what sort of color correction. For example, this is a Macbook, and Macbook is really a wonderful machine which is little bit expensive right now, but you can get an student discount when you go to buy it from your local store of Apple. So this is something which I would like to tell you. Then second, if you check out any laptop which is written with gaming laptop, something like gaming laptop, you don't have to worry about that, because I feel gaming laptops are one of the best laptops for all sort of jobs you would like to do in the design industry, because this helps you to render all sort of material. At the same time, when we go to Asus ZenBook Duo, this is one of the beautiful laptop I have ever seen, because it has a 2 dual display, and which is really interesting. And this is going to help you for those who are into product design, who want to render 3D materials, doing abstract 3D cinema 4D jobs. This is going to help you a lot. So already I have given you the links on Amazon which you can go and check out for the best good laptops. You will have an idea about what sort of laptops you should go, but only the thing is you need to know that the specifications are very common. Every laptop whichever I am showing here is generally consist of one i5 processor, 8 GB of RAM. Size may be different, like 512 GB SSD, or you will get 256 GB SSD card, or one HDD storage. So there will be lots of laptop with different model like HP Oven, HP Pavilion, Acer Nitro, Macbook of course is one of my favorite laptop. Then there is something which is very interesting, that is Surface Pro, which you can go and check out, because this laptop has a touch screen features and it is a competitor of MacBook Pro Retina. Only the thing is there will be the size difference, which is little bit less smaller as compared to MacBook. Otherwise we have a very good laptop which is Dell G3, which is a gaming laptop you can use as an engineer person, you can use as a designer, you can do all sort of expensive thing. So I'm already listing this in the link so that you can go and check it out.
The design industry is evolving very fast, and 3D illustrations, live streaming, 3D rendering is so much on demand. All my clients are requesting me to work on 3D illustration and on some huge projects which need a high specs. And there's my MacBook lags. I mean, if I am getting in design school with fashion design or knitwear design or any other design background, notebook laptops are fine. But if you are in communication design, product design, or making 3D fashion garment on CLO 3D, then I need to upgrade my machine. And then ultrabooks are introduced. They're extremely powerful with 16 gigs to 32 gigs of RAM with i7 processor or AMD Ryzen 7 with good storage of up to 512 gigs SSD hybrid. Honestly, ultrabooks are not for everyone, but for those who invest most of their time from 5 to 10 hours on laptop every day, 10 gigs of video will render so fast which my Mac lacks with 8 gigs of RAM, which takes hell lot of time.
So when I search Ultrabook laptops on Amazon or some other websites, you will be able to see with shocking prices like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 95,000 or 95, 80,000, 79,000. Somewhere it will be little bit less, but you will be little bit shocked to see the pricing and you will be worrying about why is it so expensive. I would like to tell you that the price are expensive because of the specification provided to you, because these Ultrabooks laptops are really powerful. These laptops can do a lot of job. It can do a heavy file rendering like 10 GB, 20 GB rendering file will be easily done here. So the price specifications are generally starts with 16 GB, 1 terabyte SSD, 256 hybrid. You will be getting hybrid, mean to say you will be getting 1 terabyte HDD as well as you will be getting 256 GB SSD. This is a turbo storage for you. You will be getting a higher definition screen, which is of course needed for a photographer, cinematographer, person who works on 3D rendering to check out the color grading, how it goes. Similarly, it's a gaming laptop, but doesn't mean that it's just meant for gaming laptop, because it is written gaming laptop just because of graphic cards, because you get a 4 GB of graphic cards, which is hell lot of things to render anything and give you a very good realistic output. So that is the reason you get, even the rating is little bit less, doesn't mean that you have to purchase the same laptop. I'm just giving you the review of the models you are able to see here, because such laptops are good, but never buy it from Amazon or anywhere. Just go to invest this lot of money and buy it on hand. That will be better for you. So one of the important thing I would like to tell you, let's start with the lower price. Somewhere you see it starts with 95,000 rupees. So this is somewhere you can check out the laptop which comes with i7 core processor, i7 dual or quad core processor, which is definitely going to be a very good laptop, which will of course is a lightweight laptop. At the same time, when we see Acer Predator is a gaming laptop and it also have the same sort of specification. Asus ROG is really very famous right now. Most of the people buy such laptops, though it's showing 1 lakh rupees somewhere here, but the price will be little bit less when you go to market. There will be more other models of Asus ROG available for you with the same specs, so you don't have to worry about the same price. But I would like to tell you one important laptops like Asus ZenBook and MSI Prestige is a very interesting laptop. You should go and check out these also. It all starts with the physical material design, because this is something you have to take care of. The prices are just meant on the physical design, otherwise the specifications are really very similar to you. One of the good laptop is Asus ZenBook Duo with Intel i7 processor with 6 GB of RAM, which will be of course going to give you 2 GB of graphic card. So this is what something it's very interesting for product designer. But I would like to tell you, MacBook laptops are a little bit expensive here, which comes with 2 lakh rupee. But that's the thing I would like to tell you, that 2 lakh rupee investing on laptop is not the right thing for a design student, especially because you can get similar price, similar object at the price of 95,000. The same thing, only the thing is even you are getting 1 terabyte HDD storage. So I think MacBooks are pretty expensive for Ultrabook, and I would not like to recommend you to go with this until and unless you are a DJ person, you are something very professional in the industry, then you can buy such laptops and it will give you a very good profit. Otherwise, buying an Ultrabook in MacBook series is not the right thing for you. You should go for notebook MacBooks which are 13-inch, which you will get in a lesser price. Otherwise, these HP laptops or HP Omen, Asus ZenBook laptops are really impressive, very interesting to purchase. You can go it and buy it from the local market available near to you. But only remember what are the specification, and Ultra HD screen should be important, because color grading is very important when you do any sort of assignments.
Most of the time I get confused with an operating system, that which is the best operating system for design perspective. Either it's Mac or Windows, but personally I am into Apple ecosystem from iPhone to iPad to Mac. I am very happy with my MacBook's performance, but there is a drawback with my MacBook that I need 16 gigs to 32 gigs of RAM for live streaming on YouTube or doing 3D fashion illustrations, that my 8 gigs of MacBook is not sufficient. So at the same price on which I have invested on MacBook, I can get a better window laptop with 16 gigs of RAM and a good storage, which will be equally valuable as compared to Mac. But personally, Mac OS and the build-up quality of MacBook is really brilliantly designed as compared to Windows, where you don't really need to use mouse. You can do everything with your trackpad, and the screen quality and the touch quality of MacBook is really awesome as per my personal experience. But when we talk about Windows is very great with graphic cards. The graphic card work job is very impressive by Windows as compared to Mac. For getting a good graphic card in MacBook, I really have to invest a lot of money as compared to Windows, where I can get a good Windows laptop with a good graphic card at a cheaper price as compared to MacBook laptops. Overall, what matter is a good RAM, a good storage, a good battery, a good processor with graphic card. Brand matter, but more than that, we need to know the purpose of purchasing. Either you are a designer or going to start a design journey, buy a laptop between 8 gigs to 16 gigs of RAM and processor between i5 Intel to i7 Intel core processor. Just keep that in mind. And if you are a Apple lover or a Windows lover, that is your personal choice. So see you in the next video. Till then, have a great time, peace, and buy a right laptop for your purpose.